Hey, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make compost tea. That's right. And I'm going to show you how to apply it. I had a request for the video of how do I make my Boogie Brew Compost Tea. First of all, I got to make sure I buy the Boogie Brew. So I got that squared away. I already have the water in my 5-gallon buckets. And what you're also going to need, you're going to need a bubbler and a pump. These are the bubblers that I use. In the past, I used to use the bubblers like this, but these are more powerful. So if I can find these, I'll put a link in the description as well, just in case if you need any of these supplies. I also want to let you know that this video is being sponsored by Quictent. I'll put their link down in the description. So if you're in need of a nice raised bed, or you're getting ready for a greenhouse, looking for a greenhouse, they have that covered. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is get a half of a cup. All right, so the blends are the Boogie Boost. That's the one I have. And I also have the Boogie Base. You always have two different ones in here in the big bag. So I'm gonna take a scoop, half cup. So let me make sure I get my scoop ready. Sometimes I overdo it. And then you got to take a stocking. All right. So I try to get them from the dollar store. I haven't seen them in the dollar store. I asked, they say, hey, we don't sell it anymore. So maybe in the dollar store in my area. So I'm going to slide that down. So I think I went to a grocery store to get the stockings. So I'm going to take a half cup of this, just like that. And I want to make sure I save as much as possible because I don't want to waste it. This is some good stuff. All right, so once I got that going, all I'm gonna do is drop it into the 5-gallon bucket. Now this 5-gallon bucket, I use my rainwater. If you don't have rainwater, then go ahead and get your water out the spigot and let it sit for a whole day, 24 hours, and you should be good to go. And out of this bucket, I went fishing. Of course, it's my baby. Then when I get ready to clear out all the water from my live well, I put the bucket up underneath. So this is lake water right here. So that gotta be good too. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing and repeat the process so I can go ahead and get this ready at the same time. All right, so I got that stocking ready to make the tea. Next thing I'm gonna do is take my air stone. I'm gonna drop one of them straight down just like that. Now the makers or the owners of the Boogie Brew, they suggest that you take another stone and put it inside of the tea bag. But this stone is so powerful, I don't need to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. And before I cut the pump on, I wanna let you know that you can use this after 24 hours of bubbling, or you can go 48 hours, but chances are you want to use it, you know, after 48 hours, go ahead and use it then, because you don't want all the goodness to go away. So I'm probably going to stick with 24 hours this time, because I got other things I know I got to do, and some of my plants need it real bad, which we're going to talk about that in the upcoming videos. All right, so let me go ahead and plug it up. All right, so you probably can hear the pump, but let me bring you in close so you can see what it looks like now, and then you're gonna see what it looks like when I get ready to use it. So as you can see, it's bubbling. So what I like to do is grab the compost. I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Now you see how it looks now. When we come back, you're gonna see foam coming up. And if I let it go 2 days, you're gonna see it all the way up to here. All right, so let me do the same thing for this one. Squeeze it a little bit, get that tea going, and it's gonna look the same as that one over there. The foam is gonna come up, and we're gonna be able to use our tea. All right, so when it's done, I'm gonna bring you back so you can see what it looks like, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply it. And I'm gonna show you the 2 ways that I apply it in my garden. So I'll see you shortly. All right, it's been a little over 24 hours. I'm gonna let you see what this looked like, and we're gonna go ahead and use it. But first, I gotta show you what I pulled today. and I pull a lot of tomatoes, but look at this thing. This thing is massive. It is insane. All right, we gotta eat it. Well, at least somebody does. All right, so we're gonna give some food away today because we got tons of it. But let's go ahead, because I can look at this for a long time. Don't that look nice? All right, look at what it looks like. Now, if I let it go tomorrow, it'll be out to here. It wasn't even higher than that. Here is the other can. I already took the cup to put it into my watering can. We're about to use it. Now, if you think that you may need a strainer because of the residue on the side, I got a strainer for a 5-gallon bucket. I will also put that in the description down below. And that does a pretty good job of straining things. But for what I'm doing, I don't need it. So let's go ahead and water the plants. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this bucket next. All right, so all I'm gonna do is go ahead and water my plant just like this. But the other way that I'm gonna water the plant is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that bucket. And however long, I think this is a hungry plant. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed it. And I don't dilute it anymore. You can if you want to, but I don't see the need to do that. And so I'm just gonna feed this plant because it's hungry. And I need this plant to grow because I'm having trouble with all my plants over there. Come on, let's go. You need all these nutrients. You my last shot, baby. My last shot. Now I got my tea right here, my compost tea, and I'm gonna fertilize out of this bucket. All right, so I got 6 of these big 55-gallon drums, and I'm gonna show you how I cut it off so I can just fertilize out of this drum. Now I went ahead later on and I put these ball valves in between the 55-gallon drums, like all the way down. So if I need to work with this bucket, I can go ahead and shut all the other buckets off. So now all these buckets are separated from this one. So I got a hose on each end. I got one down, I gotta repair that one. But now when I cut this on, only the water from this drum will release. So all I gotta do is take the lid off, just like that. Get my compost tea, dump it in. Now it's not all the way filled because I have been using it and we haven't been getting as much rain. They keep saying we're gonna get rain, but we don't get that much. We got a little bit last night. All right, so let me show you how I cut it on. So all I gotta do is turn the ball valve like that. You see my water being released right there? And it's going all the way down. All right, so, and I don't worry about this getting clogged because I made the hose big enough. And so every 2 feet, I got my plants being watered and being fertilized with that compost tea. If I think I need more compost tea, I'll just go back and dump it again. Now that's how I fertilize with my compost tea. It's easy just to go ahead and water your plants, or if you got a system like mine, then you can go ahead and dump it inside of your tank and then go ahead and let it fertilize your plants for you. All right, and once again, all the links to the products are down below if you need access to them. And guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Could be over there. I think it's gonna be over there. All right, later.